Today, I'm going to guide you through the 5-step process that I help every client implementing in their life so that they can actually get to the results that they want in terms of consistency, energy output, creating the results in their life that they actually want to pursue. What we call this is the identity shifting method. Identity shifting is the best way, the fastest way for you to actually go from where you're at to achieving the pinnacle of the mountain, the goals that you have. First of all, you want to become very clear on where you're at. Where am I at? Without getting a reality check of where you are at, it's going to be very difficult for you to get to the results that you want. Reason being, treat this like a GPS. If you don't know where you stand, if you don't know the starting address, how can you possibly get to where you want to go? Already doing this first step, for most people, is painful because where we're at is not exactly where we want to get, right? It's our starting point, and being at the start not always is exciting. And usually, if we want to make a change, we see and we know that where I'm not satisfied with. Where I'm at is causing me stress. Where I'm at is not actually reflecting the values that I have, the beliefs that I have. I'm not having the life that I envision for myself. Or simply, I achieved so many great things in life, but there is something out there for me. And I know that I'm meant to be more, achieve more, experience more, something better, a better way of living, a healthier body, a stronger mindset, achieving certain things in life that you want to experience and being able to give that to the people you love. You know that this place that you're at right here, right now, is not ideal. You want a change. And when you want a change, it means you're in pain. So this starting point, usually it's painful. There is either something that you're not seeing that you would rather see. It could be reflected in how your health is, both mental and physical health. You might want to have a different body, or you might want to react to life differently. You might want to get that promotion, go for that career, achieve or pursue that relationship, deepen certain relationships you have, or even just have more confidence. Stop procrastinating. Actually be consistent and what you promise yourself you want to do. And all of these are things that my clients come to me with. Usually it's a lack of consistency, and maybe you resonate with this. Lack of consistency, lack of confidence, and also lack of time. And when I say lack of time, we all have 24 hours in a day, but how we spend this 24 hours is key, because everybody has 24 hours, but how you use and manage your time is in direct correlation of the life you're building. So I always say, if you show me how you use your money and how you use your time, I'll be able to paint a picture of where you're going to be in 5 years. These are the most important things in your life, is how you spend time, number one, how you spend your money. And these are also usually the things that people deal with or stress about because they feel they don't have enough money or they don't have enough time. And that causes stress. When we are in a stress situation, then we go back to being in pain, right? So if this is something that you're experiencing, know that the first step that you want to be taking is really getting clear on where am I at. When you're clear where you're at, it means what are the things that I'm not satisfied with? What are the things that I want to improve? And number two is get clear on the vision. Without getting clear or where you want to go, again, if we go back to the GPS analogy, if you've done step one, now you know where you're at. You know what's your pain. You know what's not working and what you want to see change. Okay? And it could be something about yourself, but it could be something about your circumstances as well. It could be something about the things that you own or the ways that you think. the way you behave that you don't like about yourself. We all have those, and it's totally normal to want to become more or do different. Now, if we've done step one and you know exactly where you're at, now it's time for the GPS to work. You also need to become clear about the vision. So you need to understand that the step here is, what do I want? And what do I want means, how do I want to spend my time? And how do I want to spend my money? How do I want to, again, what people do I want to surround myself with? What experiences do I want to have? What things do I want to own? Like everything that you find yourself dreaming about should become part of that vision. And the fastest way to go about it is to start dreaming as if you were a child. Dream big, have no limits. Don't worry about how am I going to get there just yet. You don't need to know that, but you want to kind of 10x that vision, because people are scared of actually painting that vision too big, because they fear disappointment, or they don't know how to get there, which is normal. And all this is not part of this step for now. You just want to start dreaming. Dream, and another a fun way to implement that into a practical step is create not only a vision board, which is what you hear most people say, but start creating a mood board. And a mood board, I'm gonna put here an idea of what I mean with a mood board in this video. But a mood board is kind of like, you want to check, what is the vibe? What's the vibe I want to be my life about? What are the colors that are more predominant in my day-to-day? What are the clothes that I'm wearing? What is my style? What is my way of talking? What are the things that I do? What are the fonts in my life? What are the colors, the aesthetics that I want to see popping up? What are the vignettes that I want to see in my apartment, in how I do things? If my life was literally one of those super amazing reels that are so aesthetic that you're like, wow, that's so cool, or a movie, or a work of art, or a collage of images, a Pinterest board, what would that vibe be? What is you? You need to find that, because that is your authentic you. And having that understanding of what you want the mood, the vibe to be like, is going to help you immensely to create, again, that identity that then we will use to shift you into who you want to become. And this is going to give you that shift, building this identity based on that mood board, is going to be able to give you different habits that are going to be so aligned with the things that you see in that mood board that they will just happen. They will become more and more part of your conscious brain. You will also start behaving in a different way. You will start not only do more, but you're gonna start being more. So the goal and the way that I see myself and my clients truly 10xing their results, going from where they're fearful and not sure about who they are, what they're building, what they're trying to achieve, is literally starting to build that identity. Because then all the habits that are needed for you to, let's say, get the body of your dreams, the dream body, the dream financial, the dream financial situation, the dream relationships, and most importantly, the dream you, meaning who you want to become, how you want to act, how do you want to feel at 3 a.m. when you cannot sleep, and hopefully you're going to sleep very sound. You want to see the dream you. Who am I being with myself? What is my self-image, self-narrative, and self-talk? When people come to me, their self-image, their self-narrative, and their self-talk, they're in negative. They're in a minus. And this is why there is that pain. And what we want to do, they think the goal or what they need is to drop fat, build muscle, change their mindset, which usually is like stop procrastinating, start being consistent, having discipline. The thing is, all those things, they've been trying to do them, but they always met a wall of resistance. Why? Because how they see themselves, their self-image, their self-narrative, their self-talk has not been worked on. So you might have the best workout plan, the best nutrition plan, the best sleep routine, the best affirmations, or meditations. But if this is not changing, if the self-image is not changing, if this is not changing, all this equals zero. You're never gonna get there. And I see this all the time. And you might be one of those people that has tried all this, bought the apps, tried the nutrition plan, done the affirmation, the meditation, but the consistency is not there, the changes are not there, you haven't really seen the results, or maybe if you're lucky or good or inspired, you achieved some results, but you haven't been able to keep them consistent. So what you want to do is truly starting to play your focus on the identity, on shifting that, shifting your self-image, narrative, and self-talk. Just doing that will shift everything. And one of the ways that you can start thinking about it is, again, we go back to point number one. Whoops. We go back to point number one of looking at where am I at, understanding my pain, and getting closer to the vision. And paint the vision, setting the GPS to what do I want my life to look like in a perfect scenario. You don't want to start thinking about the how to. And you want to create a mood board. You want to understand the vibe that your life has to be, the true you, how you just want to do life. Once we're clear about that, all those habits, they will start become easier to manage, easier to do. Why? Because now you are being that person. You're not doing a bunch of stuff, trying to change who you are and trying to force a change. Or, you see yourself as, let's say, a fat, lazy person, and you're trying to be a skinny, productive person. It just doesn't work that way. You need to see yourself as the result, as the outcome, and start behaving and act as if. Behaving and act as if you're already that person that you want to become. That is the life hack. And it's not easy to do. It requires repetition. It requires reps, a whole lot of repetition. And if you want me and our community to help you do this faster in a matter of 3 to 4 months, completely changing how you see yourself, how you talk to yourself, and see an actual change in your body, in your energy level, in your activity levels, just feeling more aligned with who you truly are, building the life by design that you want to build, drop a comment, let me know, click the links in the description and get to be part of our community and our universe. You want to act as if. So the thing is, most people act like this. They do something to have something, to be something. They do the workouts, the nutrition planning, they buy the new app, they try a bunch of things. There is a whole list of things that people do. on the external. They just try a bunch of stuff. They put themselves into action that doesn't align at all. It's just a doing because they think they should. They heard that's the right way to do it. There is no critical thinking. There is no self-awareness. It's just people said I should do this to get there. Let me do it. Let me try it. Let me go do all these things. Let me add stuff to my calendar. Let me add stuff to my plate, which usually tends to lead to stress. And that's why most people quit or never get there. But they go do a bunch of stuff. And why is because in the hope are having, they want to have, again, the dream body, or the finances, or the life, the thinking, the people. They want to have all this. This is the dream. So they think this is going to help them get there. And then they forget everything about being that kind of person. They think, though, that if I have all this, I'm then going to be successful. I'm going to feel X, Y, Z. Insert whatever it is for you. So what you're chasing is not the dream body. It's not necessarily the finances of the life or all that. What you're feeling, what you're chasing is a feeling. What you're chasing is a feeling. Even if you say, no, for me it's health, or status, or happiness, or a material thing, whatever. Everything that this gives you is a feeling. You feel a certain way about yourself. And that's what you're chasing. The thing is, we gotta reverse all this, because doing this is never gonna is gonna happen with so much friction that it's gonna be difficult, or for many people impossible to keep or truly adapt to getting to the having to then feel successful. And because you probably are gonna having a hard time to do all these things, then this feeling is never gonna get there, which is not gonna add to you feeling good, having more energy, and actually ever getting there, because you're not going to see your wins. So the way we want to do it, that we help people with, is reverse the formula. Be, do, have. We're going to start implementing the identity shift. We're going to have the vision. We're going to work on the inner self. We're going to have the mood board. We're going to have self-awareness. Having this will automatically spark in you the doing. And if you have the right ways to do things, that's why people in my community, we have the right workout plan for them that matches all this. Not just because someone told you to do it. No, it's like what you want to do. Based on science, though. So we have workout plans, we have nutrition plans, we have habit tracking, we have meditations or mindset exercises, right? We have a bunch of stuff, like we have supplements, whatever. We have all the things that you might need or you might want to implement. Those are going to be there for you, but they're going to now be based on who you want to become, on how your life looks like, okay? And doing all this will be so much easier because it feels aligned, it feels intentional. You are doing it because it feels like you, and you feel like you've just come home to yourself. You see your potential is way easier to achieve because you're actually doing it out of being and acting as if you already have everything that you dream about. So doing this, you will of course having is the cherry on top, is the little cherry on top of the beautiful dessert of the results that you're gonna get. The results are not gonna be something that you need to build necessarily. They're just a byproduct. Results are a byproduct of all this. You don't need to chase them. You don't need to do a whole lot. You need to align, and you need to have a clear game plan. So the things that we help you do is work on the inner self, meaning how do I understand my lifestyle, my needs, and my beliefs, my self-talk, all these inner things, the inner self. We build the vision, We help you build a vision. We help you build a dream. And then we create a personal roadmap that will get you there, which includes the habits, the workout plan, nutrition plan if needed, sleep, because it's holistic. We don't see you as just a body over here needing to become muscular, or just someone that has a specific diagnosis or whatever. No, we see you as a whole, and we see, okay, what do you need in all these areas as you to get there? So the roadmap is personalized and works on your physical health and mental health. And then we have community, which is support, coaching one-on-one, and all the support you need. So this is like a healthy mind in a healthy body, right? It's a healthy mind in a healthy body. I truly believe in that. It's like you cannot have one without the other. They feed each other. And most people go about this, go about the dream body, go about the dream life, go about the dream change or the transformation into separating these two, thinking they don't have anything to do with each other, or maybe they understand it on a certain level, but they actually never have a plan, a roadmap that takes both into consideration and helps them see the clear how to. Now I'm here, how do I get to the result on the top of the mountain over here? In the fastest, easiest ways possible. That is a simple strategy of identity shifting. So you remove the resistance and you get faster there. And most importantly, you don't only get fast results, you get them built to last. Meaning they're sustainable, they're step by step, they're not overwhelming, because otherwise you can't keep them up. You're never gonna be able to get there. And this is how I was able to keep up this thing for 10 years and build my life from this to this. I'm gonna show you some pictures here. But the thing is, I kept it up. And I would never have been able to do it if I didn't have a shift in identity and mindset. And this is also what we teach inside the community, and I'm going to post here some pictures and some results that you can see how people shift not only in their body but also in their mindset, in the way they think, in the way they act, and they set up their life and manage their time. By doing this, you are definitely going to live your life by design. I hope this was valuable, and I'll see you in the next one.